This episode brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Do you ever find yourself playing the budgeting game? Shifting a little money here, a little there, and hoping it all works out? Well, with the Name Your Price tool from Progressive, you can get a better budgeter and potentially lower your insurance bill too. You tell Progressive what you want to pay for car insurance, and they'll help find you options within your budget. Try it today at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law. Not available in all states.
You are on the original. This is 99X. It's Barnes and Leslie. Crash around here somewhere, getting your traffic ready. Let's get some celebrity sleaze. Brought to you by McDonald's. Archways to Opportunity helps employees achieve their dreams. You want to learn more? Just visit McDonald's.com.
Well, this is funny with all the Oasis fever. Bono says that Noel Gallagher is shocked by how great Oasis is sounding in rehearsals for their tour. In this interview, Bono says, because I guess he's friends with Noel, they're both funny. I'm still very close with Noel, and he sent a message to me saying he's kind of shocked by how great the band is sounding.
Why would they be shocked?
I know. Bono says, I love them. I just love them. And what I really love is the preciousness that has gotten indie music that just blew it out. This was just the swagger and the sound of getting out of the ghetto, not glamorizing it. I think it's funny that Noel would think that maybe they weren't going to sound great, but they sound fantastic.
Yeah, why would they suck? And is this going to lead towards an album? Will this tour and all the crescendo...
It has to.
...take it to a new record? Why wouldn't it?
Now, you've heard about this Billy Idol documentary?
Yes.
This story is resurfacing. The documentary is called Billy Idol Should Be Dead. It premiered a few weeks ago at the Tribeca Film Festival, covering, of course, the highlights and the lowlifes of his career. Remember, he was in Generation X, all the MTV years, his motorcycle crash, his addictions that almost killed him. But how about this twist in his life? He already has 2 kids, but he found out he had another kid that he fathered while touring in 1983. The kid's name is Brant. I guess his daughter Bonnie took a DNA test. In the document, she says, quote, my husband just surprised me with a 23andMe with a DNA test as a Christmas present. A few weeks later, I get the results back on the app, and I opened it, and I'm like, who is Brant? And it says that this guy was looking for his bio dad. I was like, what? Turns out it's Billy's son. Brant has since taken Billy's surname, and I guess Billy Idol has reportedly welcomed him into the family.
Can you think about that? 1983. That is the height of Billy Idol when he was really taking off like crazy, and he was getting it. And he's probably got 30 other children that he doesn't know yet.
Is it just one?
Something tells me no.
John Mayer on his podcast was talking to Weird Al, but listen to this little factoid that Mayer drops.
He was a very tricky guy. Prince used to put his name on the guest list every time I played around where he was and would never show up. And I think it was just a way of just rattling.
Just freaking you out.
Just freaking out another guitar player he liked. I took it as a compliment looking back now.
Shout out to Prince. Prince is in the house. Everybody go get it for Prince.
It's like he's stalking him in a weird way.
Isn't that crazy?
Put me on the list and then no-show all the time.
I know. Have we ever asked this question on our show, Barnes? This was on New Heights with Jason and Travis Kelce. If you could bring back one discontinued snack or food, what would it be?
I feel like we have.
I know. I was thinking the same thing. Well, Travis definitely had an answer.
Dude, Fruitopia.
Fruitopia doesn't exist anymore? I had Fruitopia every day. In high school.
Day in middle school was when I was chugging Fruitopia. I remember going to my mom in middle school and be like, Mom, can I get $5 a week so that I could get a Fruitopia every day? Because a Fruitopia was $1. It turned into me just going and buying 50-cent honey buns, a ridiculous, like $5 worth of honey buns on Monday.
So good.
I came home one day with, I threw my book bag on the couch or something. And Mom was like, what the hell is in this bag? She opened up the bag and it was like a grocery. Are you stealing honey buns from the store? I'm like, no, Mom, I'm using the money you gave me for I'm stocking up so I can have these all day, every day. And that's when my mom stopped giving me $5 for Fruitopias.
I mean, those have been gone over 20 years. That was a Coke product. Remember when Snapple got so big and they were trying to capitalize on that. And I think that's when they put that Fruitopia out. I never drank it.
Now, Barnes, how do you know about the history of Fruitopia? Just out of the blue, you give a whole
Pop culture.
What?
No, I just know that was Fram, we're in Atlanta. It's a Coca-Cola drink.
Okay.
That was, right when we started the show, it was a big deal. The colorful logo, but I just never.
Yeah.
I wasn't ever really even a big Snapple person.
I can't think of a snack though that's discontinued that I would bring back.
I'm sure if I found some list, I would know, but nothing that I'm missing.
Yeah, that's a good one though. Okay, I thought this was kind of surprising. Okay, YouTuber and billionaire Mr. Beast, known as Jimmy Donaldson, has shared that he'll be borrowing money from his mom to finance his wedding to Thea Boyson.
This doesn't make sense.
He said despite having amassed a significant wealth, he says his business practices involve reinvesting most of his earnings back into his content. I don't believe that. He's got to borrow money from his mom?
I don't believe anything that dude says, first of all, because he's always just kind of a schemer. I'm not saying that in a bad way.
Yeah.
He's just a schemer. It sounds like another clickbait way to get clicks.
Seriously?
That's what he's good at.
Actually, this is a very positive story about someone who had a tough life. Barnes, I'm talking about Mike Sorrentino from Jersey Shore.
Oh, you're talking about Jimmy Barron. I thought you were going to get into a Jimmy story.
He's got a new venture with his wife, Lauren, to tackle addiction and mental health struggles in a new TV series. It's going to follow the couple's journey into supporting those dealing with issues. I think he's even actually opened up some centers around the country, having faced, of course, his own battles with substance abuse, achieving a decade of sobriety. So good for him. No word on where this reality series will debut, but it will be debuting soon. Oh, I got a story about your one of your top fivers.
Which one?
She's brilliant. She's a billionaire.
Reese?
Yeah. Reese Witherspoon unveils that Hello Sunshine is going to start a sister label called Sunnie, Sunnie, for Gen Z. She is all over the place. She was at Cannes Lion. She first announced a podcast deal for her monthly book club, and then she announced Sunnie for Gen Z, and she said she's already got an advisory board of teenage girls. Quote, we've got over 20 teenage girls altogether. And she went on to say, Gen Z, quote, don't want us to tell them what they think. They know what they think. They don't want to hear from me. They're athletes. They love makeup. They love fashion. But they also love technology and AI. She is so smart.
I'm kind of bailing on she's kind of working her way out of my top five, but I'll give it to her.
What?
She is so smart. She's so good at making it look like it's about something else when all in all it's about padding her purse. You know what I mean? Like, she's so good at launching these endeavors that all funnel right to her. Like this book club and all these things.
Look at all these books that she's turned into movies.
Yeah, good for her. I'm just saying she's good at it. She's a billionaire. But yeah, she's just really good at pulling that.
Finally, I don't know if you ever follow Jack Schlossberg. He is the nephew of John F. Kennedy Jr. I follow him on TikTok. He's very vocal about things. But he has voiced his discontent with the upcoming series American Love Story, portraying, of course, the love story of JFK Jr. and Carolyn Bessette. He criticized the show for not consulting the family, saying that it profits from his uncle's legacy in an inappropriate manner. And this is from Ryan Murphy. It's an anthology series called American Love Story.
It's been around for a while, yeah.
Very interesting, though, that Ryan Murphy didn't talk to anyone in the family.
Yeah, that is kind of strange to come with such a big, iconic name.
Yeah.
And you have no one signing off on it. That's a little...
Yes.
Seems dangerous.
So Jack Schlossberg expressed concern, saying, quote, for those wondering whether my uncle's family was ever consulted, the answer is no, and there's really not much we can do. Wow. That is your Celebrity Sleaze.
The United States Soccer Federation presents the U.S. Soccer Podcast.
Inside the opening 45 seconds. What a goal!
Jack McGlynn with that cannon of a left foot.
Never miss a game.
What a start for the United States.
Shot for distance. What a goal!
Never miss a moment.
Exquisite from the San Diegan.
Can he finish? Yes, he can!
The U.S. Soccer Podcast. Follow and listen on your favorite platform.